Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the midweek edition of Sport Hour, coming to you live from the studio of Power 365 FM. This is James Oluwadurotimi right here, live in the studio of Power 365 FM. I know it's weather for tea in every southwest part of Nigeria. I don't know if it's the same beyond, but right here, the southwest, especially in Oyo State, the city of Ibadan, Felele area, it's a weather for tea. So all you just got to do is make yourself a hot tea. Get yourself a hot liquid, so as to chase away the cold. And you can put on something thick. I mean, thick load, like you can see. I'm with a hoodie. Alright, quickly, don't forget do regular exercise as well. Alright, quickly, let's talk about a little bit of Nigerian football, and from there we'll talk about Wimbledon. When the 2024 Wimbledon Open started on Monday, and just 2 days into the competition, we've seen a lot of surprises. In fact, the defending champion of the competition, Marketa Vondrousova, is out. That's a surprise, right? Well, this life is full of surprises, same as the game of sport. In fact, more surprises to come in this tournament. First of all, let me start with the former coach of the Super Eagles, Finidi George. Well, Finidi George has signed a new contract with which club or which nation? I'm coming. Alright, Rivers United will unveil their new head coach Finidi George on Thursday, that is tomorrow. It was reported that the 54-year-old will take over the reign of the former Nigeria Premier Football League champions following Stanley Eguma's sacking towards the end of last season. The unveiling ceremony will hold at Rivers United Secretariat in Port Harcourt. Finidi George is returning to the dugout a few weeks after quitting his position as Super Eagles head coach. The former Ajax winger managed nine-time MPFL champions Enyimba for 3 years before moving up to coach the Super Eagles. The judge masterminded Enyimba's title success in the 2022-2023 season. Rivers United finished in a disappointing 8th position in the MPF. Following the expiration of his contract with Katsina United, Ibe's initial one-year contract expired at the end of the 2023-2024 Nigeria Premier Football League season. The midfielder said that clubs are currently reaching out for his services ahead of the new season. He won Katsina United Player of the Season award. According to him, says, "I've never been in a rush to sign a contract. Currently, I'm on holiday. My agent has been reached by some clubs. I've been contacted directly by top clubs in the country and outside. Hopefully, I will make my next move known once the holiday is off." Mikel Ibe netted 10 goals and provided free assists for Katsina United. Alright, still talking about the MPFL. Some notable Nigeria Premier Football friendly match in Ojudu-Bega, Lagos. Among the MPFL stars expected to be in action are Super Eagles and Remo Stars goalkeeper Kayode Bankole, Gbade Adelowo, and Joseph Akpan, both of Shooting Stars Sport Club. Others are Abdullahi Lawal of Shooting Stars, Agbara, and David Ojuku, formerly of Enyimba, currently playing for a club in Bangladesh. The friendly match provides an opportunity for the MPFL players and their foreign-based counterparts to fraternize with themselves and the rank file of their former club, Joseph Dosu Football Club. The convener of the event, Joseph Dosu, a goalkeeper trainer at 3SC, said, "We are looking forward to the friendly match scheduled today, and all the players in both teams are fully ready for the game. It's going to be fun, exciting, and glamorous game. The venue will be filled with brim. The venue will be filled to the brim because many of these MPFs started their football careers in Lagos." Quickly, let's move away from MPFL. Let's talk about the national team. Alright, talking about the national team, Nigeria Super Eagles, we discovered their group opponents in the qualifiers for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations on Thursday. The draw for the biennial competition we hold in Johannesburg, South Africa. The three-time champions are expected to be among the seeded teams for the draw. 48 countries will be drawn into the 12 groups of 4 that will determine who qualify for next year's continental showpiece. The top two countries in each group will make it to Morocco 2025. 24 nations will compete. They'll compete for the ultimate prize at the competition. The Super Eagles finished second at the last edition hosted by Cote d'Ivoire. So pray for Nigeria, so they will be in an easy group. I repeat, pray for Nigeria. Alright, quickly let's talk about the former Super Eagles head coach, Sunday Olise. Sunday Olise has claimed the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) instructed him not to invite 3 players while he was in charge. Olise named the players as Vincent Eyama, John Obimikel, and Emmanuel Amunike. The 49-year-old managed the Nigerian national team for 7 months from July 2015. Before resigning from his post in February 2016, Olise eventually resigned, citing the inability of the NFF to honor the terms of his contract. In an interview with Elegbete TV, Olise also revealed how the NFF wanted to stop some players from representing the country. He said, when I was signed by the NFF to coach the Super Eagles, one of the things they told me was that they had not qualified for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON because they were having problems with certain players in the group. They said these players also gave Steve Keshi so much problems, and that was why Nigeria did not qualify. They had asked me not to invite any of these players into the Super Eagles. Now what I told them was, I myself as captain, I knew NFF is not easy. I said, in all fairness to the players, what I would do is this. I begged the NFF. I said, look, let me talk to them. Let me try to get them on board. Let me share my philosophy with them, and let's see how it goes. When this happened, I called the captain of the team, which was Victor Teyama, with my assistant coach. I took my car and went to his place. The 3 players the NFF had the most problem with, they told me were Enyama, John Mikel Obi, and Emmanuel Amunike. Alright, in a new development to the news I read earlier, the Super Eagles have been placed in Pot 1 ahead of the draw ceremony for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, released the draw procedure on its official website on Wednesday, which is today. According to CAF, the highest ranked nation, according to the latest FIFA rankings released on the 20th of June 2024, we occupy Pot 1. The Super Eagles are currently ranked 5th best team on the continent. Also in Pot 1 are host Morocco, Senegal, Algeria, Tunisia, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ghana, Mali, South Africa, Cameroon, and Democratic Republic of Congo. The concluded draw of the qualifiers will be made up of 12 groups of 4 teams, Group A to 1, where the first and runners-up in the 11 groups that do not involve tournament host Morocco will gain qualification to the competition. The draw will hold in Johannesburg, South Africa on Thursday. The AFCON 2025 finals will be held between the 21st of December 2025 and the 18th of January 2026. Alright, on the female end, talking about Super Falcons head coach Randy Wardrum has unveiled his squad for the Paris 2024 Women's Olympic Football Tournament. Leading the team is Captain Rashidat Ajibade, with key players like goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadoze, defender Osinachi Oale, and forward Asiza Toshoala. The roster also features defenders like Oluwatosin Demeyi, Alozi, midfielders Deborah Abiodun, Alemato Aide, Christy Uche Yeuzo, and Uche Nakano on Spain on Thursday night. The remainder of the squad and technical team will leave Sevilla for France on Thursday, the 18th of July. That's next week. 9-time African champions Nigeria are making their first appearance at the Women's Olympic Football Tournament since 2008. They will compete against Brazil, Spain, and Japan in this year's tournament. The Falcons secured their spot in the 12th-team tournament by defeating South Africa's Bayana 1-0, thanks to a penalty strike from Ajibade in Abuja, separating Africa's top 2 teams over two legs. Separating Africa's top 2 teams over 2 legs game in April. Nigeria's first match is against Brazil on the 25th July on the Stade Bordeaux, followed by games against Spain on the 28th of July and Japan on the 31st of July at the Stade de la Beaujoire in Nantes. This venue is notable for the Super Eagles' famous 3-2 victory over Spain at the 1998 FIFA World Cup Finals. Alright, goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadoze of Paris FC, Tochukwu Olueyi. Here is the full list. You know, the other time I gave you the name of key players. Now here is the full list. Talking about goalkeepers, you have Chiamaka Nadoze of Paris FC, Tochuku Olueyi of Shualat Ashakia Football Club in Saudi Arabia. Okay, just 2 goalkeepers. Defenders, we have Osinachi Owale of Pachuca Club de Football in Mexico, Oluwatosi de Main, Stade de Reims in France, Michel Aloze, Austin Dash of USA, Nico Payne, Portland Thorns Football Club in USA, Chidinma Okeke, Mainavi Football Club, Mainavis and Dai Ladies in Japan, Mainavis and Dai Ladies. Midfielders, we have Deborah Biodo, University of Pittsburgh, USA, Alimato Ainde, FC Rosengard, Sweden, Christy Uchebe, House Elf Benfica of Portugal, Jennifer Chegidi, Juventus Ladies in Italy, Tony Payne of Sevilla Football Club in Spain. Then forward, we have Rashida Ajibade, Atletico Madrid Football Club in Spain, Esther Korunku, Changchong FC in China, Aziza Toshuala Bay Football Club in USA, Uchena Kanu, Racing Louisville, USA, Chiwendu Yeuzo, Pachuca Club de Football, Mexico, Chino Yerem, McLean's, Lokomotiv Moscow of Russia. Alternative players, we have Jumoke Alani, Nasarawa Amazon, Ifeoma Onumonu, Utaroyas, USA, Gift Monday, Costa Adeze Tenerife in Spain, Morufa Ademola of Rivers Angels. Those are the full squad that will be representing Nigeria, talking about our lady Super Falcons at the Paris Olympics. Alright, CSK Moscow women forward Francisca Odega and Israel-based defender Onome Ebi have been left out of the Super Falcons 80-player list for the women's football event of the Paris 2024 Olympics as Nigerians look forward to the tournament of Randy Wardrum's squad for the games. The Paris Olympics of July to the 11th of August, where it was reported that the 2 top officials of the Nigeria Football Federation imposed Odega on a reluctant coach. Well, according to the source, it says, I can reliably tell you that both players will not be part of the Olympic squad. Coach Randy Wardrum is in charge of the team, and if he says he needs both players tomorrow, it's his choice. As we speak, both players aren't in the team. Randy Wardrum's reportedly Randy Wardrum's reported insistence on excluding Odega from his Olympics team, and the forward voiced our desire to play at the Olympics in Paris. I've even asked if Randy Wardrum really did not want me on his team. He should just say it so I can focus on my club career. It is very embarrassing to hear I'm being imposed on a coach after all the sacrifices and hard work to make the country proud. In an Instagram reel that was recorded in an Instagram reel released by Not Netaya of Israel defender Onome Ebi, who also bemoaned the lack of opportunity to end a career on a high at the games. To tell you that NFF people were begging him to put me on the Olympic list. Let that Randy come and say it live the way I am doing, Onome said. Martha is going to the Olympics to be honored, and she will only appear in a few games. That is how to honor people who want to leave the national team. But it's different in my country. They will use insult to frustrate your life. They've been frustrating me since I was 36, 37 and 38 to leave the national team. Onome Ebi's last Falcons appearance was at the 2023 Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, where she played 6 minutes in Nigeria's goalless draw against Republic of Ireland. She is the first and only African football, male or female, to play 6 World Cups and and featured at the Beijing 2008 Olympics, which incidentally was the last time the Falcons featured in talking about Olympics competition. The Falcons secured their spot in the 2024 Olympics after a 16-year absence and are grouped alongside Spain, Brazil, and Japan at the tournament. They are expected to be in Spain for a 10-day training camp before the start of the games. Alright, quickly let's talk about Nigerian players in the transfer mill from one club to the other. The foreign scene. Alright, KAA Gent defender Jordan Torun Ariga has revealed that he is in discussion for a possible transfer from Belgian Pro League club. KAA Gent Torun Ariga has just 1 year remaining on his contract, and at this stage, Torun Ariga is not willing to extend his stay with Gent. Nigeria International has been linked with a return to Germany, where TSG Hoffenheim and VfB Stuttgart are keen to secure his services. English clubs like Crystal Palace and Leeds United are also reportedly keen on signing him. There is also interest from Serie A club Torino. According to Torun Ariga, says, "They are very interesting and concrete conversations that I'm currently having. My contract runs until 2025 and I'm not in a hurry to leave. We will see what happens. I strive for the highest possible sporting goal. That certainly plays a role in my decision," says Torun Ariga. Cyprus club Enosis Neon have announced the signing of Super Eagles goalkeeper Adebayo Adeleye. Adeleye joined Enosis Neon Paralimni on a free transfer after severing ties with Israeli club Hapoel Jerusalem. The goalkeeper spent 6 years at Hapoel Jerusalem. The 24-year-old made 139 appearances for Hapoel with 54 clean sheets. Adeleye has been capped once at the international level by Nigeria. He missed out on a place in the Super Eagles squad to the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Former Super Eagles winger Emmanuel Amunike has been linked with Atlant's coaching job. Atlant were relegated from the Nigeria Premier Football League last season. The Nets Millionaires are, however, reportedly hoping to take the Beyond Limit slot in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Beyond Limit, which is an academy of MPFA club Remo Stars, gained promotion to the top flight from the Nigeria National League last season. There are reports that the owner of the club, Kunle Soname, is willing to sell the slot to another club. Amunike will take charge at Atlant if they succeed in buying the slot. The former Barcelona player has been serving as a consultant to the Owerri club since last season. Okay, as per Football Italia, Victor Osimhen is expected to start the preseason with Napoli next week amid a dearth of offers for the Nigeria international, who had been linked with Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Although new Napoli coach Antonio Conte has admitted that the striker is not in his plans for next season, even if they are to consider the Sporting striker's €100 million clause too high. However, Gyökeres has a lower salary than Osimhen, so the Gunners are focused on him currently. Chelsea, on the other hand, have changed their transfer target after the appointment of the Italian coach, talking about Enzo Maresca. Osimhen, who dreams of playing in the Premier League, is also being monitored by PSG as a possible replacement for Kylian Mbappe, which is now a Real Madrid player. Nevertheless, the Ligue 1 giant seems more interested in Osimhen's teammate Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, and have already held talks with the Georgia international winger. With the Georgia international wingers injured. But let's see the developing news in some days or in weeks to this time. If Osimhen will have a new club. Alright, quickly let's talk about other sport. Talking about other sports. In tennis, after missing the WTT contender event in Lagos and Tunis last month, Aruna Kadri is back in action at the WTT Star Contender Bangkok 2024 in Thailand. As one of the top seed in the men's singles, the Nigerian aims to bolster his ranking point ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, while currently ranked 16th by the National Table Tennis Federation (ITTF). Aruna could secure a spot among the top 16 seed in the men's singles in Paris, with only 2 of the 5 top-ranked Chinese players competing. Aruna stands as sole African star competing against a star-studded lineup in Bangkok. Having missed the 2023 edition of the Lagos event, he was scheduled to compete at the second edition of the Lagos event, which was held at the Molade Okoya Toma Hall at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Surulere, Lagos, but he withdrew dates before the tournament. Deputy President of the ITTF Africa and the Chairman of the LOC, Waidi Oshodi, Canada's tennis player Edward Lee, whose meteoric rise from beyond the top 300 to the world number 36 within a year is as inspiring as remarkable. This 2024 journey includes his WTT Champions debut, and he has continued his ascent in the rankings. Now let's talk about Wimbledon. Emma Raducanu has vowed to put it on the line today when she faces Belgium Elise Martins in round 2 at Wimbledon. Raducanu, just 21 years of age, skipped the clay court French Open to focus on being fit and ready for the British grass season, and so far that decision looks to have paid dividends. The Briton reached the semi-finals of the Nottingham Open, followed that with a run to the quarterfinals at Eastbourne, including a win over American world number 5 Jessica Pegula. She is scheduled to begin a Wimbledon campaign against 22nd seed Ekaterina Alexandrova, but the Russian withdrew on Monday morning. Instead, Raducanu went up against lucky loser Renata Zarazua, and having struggled through the first set, she really found a rhythm in the second to reach the round 2 with a 7-6, 7-0, 7-6-3 victory in the center court. Raducanu has appeared at 6 Grand Slam events since lifting the US Open title in 2021, but has not managed to go beyond the second round. Raducanu is last up on court 1 on Wednesday against 2018 Australia Open semi-finalist Elise Mertens. Alright, still talking about Raducanu. Andy Murray will play with Emma Raducanu in a superstar mixed doubles partnership as part of his Wimbledon farewell. Murray, just at 7 years of age, is playing the championship for the final time before retiring later this year. The 2-time men's singles champion decided on Tuesday he was not fit enough to play in the singles after a recent back operation. Andy Murray will play in the men's doubles alongside older brother Jamin Murray, and has now also opted to join forces with fellow Briton Raducanu in an eye-catching pairing. Where Andy Murray played with American great Serena Williams. Serena Williams in the 2019 mixed doubles at Wimbledon described it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, playing alongside 2021 US Open champion, talking about Emma Raducanu, is said to be another special occasion on the final weeks of his illustrious career. Speaking on Monday, Raducanu said that teaming up with Murray in the Wimbledon mixed doubles was always a childhood dream. On Wednesday, which is today, Murray said he thought his opening men's double match with his older brother, Jamie Murray, will take place tomorrow. That's on Thursday. The mixed doubles is set to start on Friday, with first round matches also being played on Saturday. Alright, yeah, live games coming from Wimbledon, day 3. Barbara Krejcikova is currently facing Veronika Kudermetova. Veronika Kudermetova is leading the first set 3-2. Even though Barbara Krejcikova is currently taking the serve in that game, it's still 3-2 in the first set. Another game going on right now. First set between Magda Linette and Elinda Svitolina. 3-3 in court 17. Magda Linette is taking the serve as we speak, and it's still 3-3 in court 17. Talking about first set. Another first set going on right now in court 7. As Argentine tennis player Maria Laut-Karl is currently facing Katia Vilonet. But Katia Vilonet is leading in first set 3-2, and she is taking the serve as we speak. A one-sided game is currently going on in court 9 as Camila Osorio is currently dealing with Lauren Davis 5-1 as we speak in the first set. In fact, Camila Osorio is the one taking the service as we speak. Okay, at exactly 2:25, Bianca Andreescu of Canada will take on Linda Noskova. Then by 2:30, Solène Stevens of USA will face Diana Schneider. That's in the Women's Open. Okay, talking about the men's singles, rather, that's in the women's singles, I beg your pardon. Now talking about the men's singles as we speak. Alexander Muller and Dani Medvedev are currently battling it out. It's a tough one in the first set, 2-2 in the first set, although Dani Medvedev is taking his service as we speak. Another first set going on between Bona Koric of Serbia versus Francis Tiafoe of the US. 2-2 as we speak. Francis Tiafoe is currently serving. In court 2, Fabio Fognini of Italy is currently leading in first set 4-3 against Kasper Ruud of Norway. Kasper Ruud, you better behave yourself. In court 11, Quentin Alice and Christopher Eubanks are currently battling it out. Quentin Alice is leading 5-4, and he is the one taking the service as we speak. In court 12, Botic van de Zandschulp of Netherlands versus Hugo Humbert of France. Hugo Humbert is leading in that game 3-1, and Hugo Humbert is taking his service as we speak. Ashland Krastek and Karen Kachanov are battling it out as well, but Kachanov is leading. Okay, that's the update of live games from Wimbledon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, see you tomorrow. I remain James Aremo. Do have a wonderful evening.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates.